as I was trying to figure out what I was going to say, you know, it's hard to distill 27, 28 some odd years down to a few minutes, but I'm going to get it. Right? So it's going to be a toast to my daughter and Don, as it should be, but it's also a toast to you guys because I believe you deserve to know where your gifts are going. Cheryl's mom would sing that song to her every time they were together, and she would always ask some crazy adjectives. Kennedy girl, my little Kennedy girl, prettiest little girl in the wide world, onlyest little girl in the world. That is not a word. Only is not a word. But she was singing, and I found myself over the last couple of weeks, that melody has just been replaying in my mind. And it was very fitting. She left it with us, although she's not here, I know she's living. Right? And then there's another young lady who's not here. And I don't know, maybe you guys have seen pictures, but Kennedy is the exact clone of my mother. Kennedy shaking her head. And I would catch her eye, and you know, only a Cheryl Marshall kind of way, she said, "How you do that?" I would respond like I always do. Hell if I know. But Kennedy, I don't know if I've ever told you, but when your grandmother, when she passed, it was tough. But because of your physical likeness to her, it made it so easy for me to just steady myself. And as the years passed, I'll be doggone if you just start to look more and more like her. That she brings to the table that she's like a sponge. And when she really wants to know something or really needs to hear something about the way you look at me that makes me say, she listening. She's listening and she's gonna go execute. And some of the best times were when you were playing soccer and you would get frustrated because the referee would always throw a flag on you, even though you had the ball. And we would come home and she would say, "I don't understand." And I would say, "Baby, don't worry about it. Just get the ball and the first person you find, run right through them." And it was that focus, and I knew that she was listening. And Cheryl would say, you know, only a Cheryl kind of way, "Boy, why you tell her?" To which I would say, "Just sit back, it's gonna be fun." She would get that ball and she would execute, and it was a beautiful thing to see because it's the only thing that the best way to describe it is just true grit and determination. She's got it. And then, you know, as she just began to get older and more refined, I could see that she was well equipped to go out into the world. But imagine a father's fear when she says, "Dad, I'm going out on a date, and I met him on Hinge." For years, I called it HENS.com. Sure went it home that Friday. So, you know, I was like, "Oh, Lord, how am I going to handle this? My child is on Hinge?" She went out, had a great time. I asked her how it goes. She said it was beautiful. And then Don comes along and goes into our life, right? So, you know, she tells me his name is Don. You know, he has the typical father started type dialogue. Well, where are you from? Well, she said, she's from St. Louis. I said, well, okay, you might be all right, because I'm from Oklahoma. We got this whole Midwest thing going on. So I knew he would be respectful. She said he was in the Navy, and I said, oh, Lord. Don slowly comes into the family. You know, she started to bring him over the house. And like I knew him, but I didn't know him. So when he wasn't around, I would always call him Darby or Darnell. You know, it just getting crazy. I didn't know. This is when you know he might be around to stay. I called him Delbert one day. And he said, Dad, his name is Don. And I was like, okay, baby, okay. But when I met him, and some of you guys met him, you were over at the house the other night, Don has a quiet confidence about him.
Yeah.
He doesn't say a lot.
Yeah,
but the words that he does say,
yeah,
he says them twice. Don, can you do this? Absolutely, absolutely. Or, you know, you just say, Don, you feeling all right? Who's Devin? Who's Devin? So at this point, I'm looking for a nickname, because that's what all of my friends do. We all have nicknames together. So I'm like, bro, I called him Donnie 2 times. We went Shabu one night, and Clint was with us. And he asked, Don, can you shoot pool? Easy day, easy day. As he proceeded to team up with me and make us lose our money. But it was that quiet confidence he had to deal with the likes of my brother Maurice, who gave him an earful when he first met him. We got Mike Coleman, we got Seth, Rudy, all of my buddies, and he never got flustered. Never.
When you sat next to him on the couch, that was classic.
And so those are the characteristics of these two, right? Individually. I mean, I don't know, it looks right to me, right? Now, collectively, I've seen them because they've spent a lot of times in my house, so much so I would come home some Friday nights and I'd be like, oh, he here again. But they exhibited some very early on characters, and any of us that are out here that are married and been through the trenches and been married for some years, I can honestly tell you that I sat back and watched these two exhibit some traits that, I'll be honest with you, I fell on sometimes. And it was the art of compromise. Don and I, they would come over, they'd eat dinner with us, and I like to eat a tub of ice cream every now and then. And I found out Don likes a little dessert too. One night, I wanted a tub of ice cream. Cheryl emphatically told me no. And I didn't get it. And I'll be doggone if a week later, in that same kitchen, I guess they had forgot I even lived there. Don and Kennedy were at the counter, and Don wanted something sweet. And I watched Kennedy, much like her mother, say, now you know that's just too much to eat. I didn't make eye contact. I disappeared because I wanted to watch this. Because I know how she is. No nonsense, and she was thinking about him, but I was pulling for him. And I wanted to know how he was going to react in the fire. And Kennedy went on and gave him a dissertation about, you don't need to eat that much sweets, and it's late, blah, blah, blah. And I turned and I saw Don do like this. And he said, but wait a minute, I like ice cream. I like it. And I don't eat that much. And I watched Kennedy walk to the refrigerator and gave him half a portion. It's a funny story, but it's a relevant story because they weren't even married. And they had exhibited the art of compromise. And we all know it's something that's needed in our marriage. And then lastly, they have a horrible sense of humor. Because they had me go to a rock box workout session with them. They had been going for months, convinced me to go. And they both watched me stumble around at the wrong workout station. People telling me, now, Mr. Marshall, you over there. Because I'm breathing hard. And bless their hearts, when it was all over, they lied to me and said, Dad, you did good. And I know they laughed. But it is to the eye. Seth always says, the eye test. Y'all make the eye test for sure, right? So it's a father's toast. I'm supposed to leave you with some words of advice. Don't talk to any of my friends because they say, don't listen to that. But if I had something to leave with, the big things kind of take care of themselves, right? It is the small things that sink ships. You're a bosun's mate, you're a Navy man, we have Navy men. It is always the small things. So I'll leave you with a few small things that when all of this is over, all the drinks have been drank, all the dances have been done, all the music has stopped playing, and it's just y'all. Still figure out a way to one, breathe, because it makes any situation easier. Continue to have a good sense of humor because laughter is healing, right? And then have a easy day mentality.
Easy day.
With a no nonsense kind of get up, because there are going to be some peaks and there are going to be some valleys. But if you keep those small things, if you keep them in play, you can get through it. And then if you fall short on all else, you got a whole slew of people behind you. You can reach out to it. They can see you through the other side. So, to Dontrius and Kennedy, here's to you.
Salute. Salute.